Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your love reading, and I just want to say so that you don't get disappointed, because I try to figure out how to do these love readings, but rather than saying, which I feel is a little bit outdated, like when is your lover going to come in? Instead of viewing it that way, which it could lead to, like a romantic partnership could really be around the corner for you, or a deepening of an already existing one. But like, my bigger question is, how can you get more love into your life? And then if that shows up in a romantic partnership, in a business partnership, in a soul tribe friend, in an animal, like however that shows up for you, it's just a beautiful addition, right? So this is basically for April and May of 2022. So let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. Starting with 3 initial cards here, and then just going deeper and deeper into the cards. We have already exhausted ourselves. We need some coffee. If you don't understand, or have been here before and understand my sarcasm and irony, you're going to think that I'm the laziest person in the history of time. Cancer, love. What do we want to tell them, please? Wow, I think one card was a little bit faster. Move. There seems to be an ascension with your heart going on. You're heightening your vibration around your heart. And there's a coming together. Beautiful. There's a coming together with someone. And then the last card out, or of the initial ones, anyway. I had a couple of people saying that I'm shuffling too loud or too close to the microphone. Trying to shuffle silently. Third card for Cancer, please. There you go. I think I saw what that was. And the heart chakra. How beautiful is this? We're ascending the heart, like you're raising the vibration around your heart. You're literally is what I'm trying to say. Literally. There you go. You're trying to ascend, or you have ascended already. I'm getting like a whole story around this one. I was just gonna quickly just go through them. I just have to say, it feels like Cancer have been through some sort of situation. We've tied the knot. I love this image. We've tied the knot here. In the past, you tie the knot in the past, and if that is like, you've been in a committed relationship, you've been married, you've been in a business partnership, like you really have been invested in a previous relationship that enabled you to raise your heart. Does that make sense? So whatever happened with that tying of the knot, whatever happened to that marriage, to that business partnership, to that friendship even, made you raise your awareness, made you raise your vibration, your frequency around your heart, maybe to the point where you're just now coming into the love vibration. So whether something ended really, really poorly or badly, it ended and it had you elevated. Does that make sense? So you have already done like a 2.0 version of your heart. You've really come to a deeper understanding, to a bigger expansion, to like an evolution rather of your heart, which is really beautiful, quite profound if you ask me. So can we just clarify this move? Ascending of the heart. I just feel a different type of love entering into your atmosphere right now, into your ethers. Just like, I see this, a couple of things here. Like if you look at these hands, do you see like an energy or like an electricity that sort of pierces through the hands, like works through the hands? And I see this as 2 different hands. Like the bottom hand looks a little bit like a man's hand, and the top hand looks a little bit like a woman's hand. And obviously like I said, whether it's a romantic partnership, it can be two men or two women, or if it's a friendship or a business partnership, it can obviously be whatever, you know, it doesn't have to be just a man and a woman. But there's so the reason I'm saying that there's two different hands is just it feels like it's not just your hands holding the heart. These are two people coming together, and as they come together, they're elevated the heart. I just feel like Cancer did this before coming together. You've elevated your heart for whatever reason. You have expanded, you have grown so much in your heart and in your understanding of love. Let's say that. You've grown so much in your understanding of love. That feels so true. It feels so true in every fiber in my being. I have to write that down. Sorry. You've done this before, coming into this connection. Again, if this is a romantic partnership, business partnership, friendship, as you come together, it's like you're playing. You're just playing with these energies. You're playing with this type of love. I think you will experience something like a connection with someone that you've never experienced before, because you're at such a different level in your heart, in your vibration. And as you guys are coming together, as you guys are feeling this connection, there's like a playfulness and an allowance of the energy to sort of pierce through yourself and each other. And oh, it was one more thing. And then I saw like a lion or like a cat or like a little cheeky. Do you see on the love heart there? Behind those yellow lines, on the heart, it looks like there's a little bit of a lion situation going on. Do you see that? I've never seen that before. I was drawn to look at it today, and it looks like a little bit of a Leo, a lion. So Cancer, there could be a connection with the Leo. It doesn't have to be. The lion or the Leo just represents strength and courage. There's just a different type of, you know what? It's not a different type of love. It's love. So you probably haven't felt love before. Maybe you were more in worry and fear and the wanting of love and the glimpse of love. But this is pure love. This is coming into the love vibration where everything is quite different. So it's quite fitting when this comes out. Page of Ariel. It's like we read every single book in this library. Like you have read up so much. You have such, that's what I'm saying. You have such understanding. You have such understanding to such a different level or different degree, then you should never compare. But I think that you have such a different understanding of what love is because you feel it than most people. Most people think that they throw the expression I love you around like hello. And I know I'm sounding a little bit harsh here, but I think that 80% of the population that does that has literally no clue what love is, because they're still so conditional and they're still coming from a place of wanting to feel love. But love is the highest vibrational level. Harmony is actually the highest one, but love is right up there. And underneath it we have, you know, hope, and we have all of these beautiful vibrations, but it's not love. And I'm definitely one of those people. I feel like I'm coming into it. I feel like I'm coming into love. I'm coming into the love vibration, to what that means, to that level of empathy and that level of understanding. Am I fully there? No. But I think I have an idea of what it means. I think I feel and understand. And I think Cancer, you have lived enough life, you've lived enough life experience to the point where I think that you could say, you know what? I know what love feels like now. I know love vibration. Are you there 100% of all time? Probably not, but to the point that you can really explain it. Good for you. And Page of Ariel is literally turning the page on love, or turning the page on what you now are attracting. new energy, new chapters into your life. And talk about chapters when you're standing in like a library with 1,000 books. So yeah, there's some sort of elevation going on there, some sort of expansion, real understanding of what love is. And then there's a coming together. So we're gonna, that's the seed, that's the like the beginning seed of this beautiful connection. And again, it's like we're having two people coming together with their hands, cherishing something. Do you see that? There's a man and a woman, and they're coming together with their hands. This is the beginning phase, or the beginning stage of a beautiful connection coming together here. Number 2 is balance and conversation and communication. So this is the very beginning stages of, again, if it's romantic, if it's a partnership in I was not going to say science. I was going to say, so maybe there's a partnership in science for some. I was going to say business, or like a soul tribe friend. It's the very beginning seed of something here. Okay, so why is that here for Cancer, please? Page again. Wow. I'm not drawn to that text whatsoever, but I'm drawn to the image. And if you've been following me for a bit, or if you have not, these two unicorns and peacocks have been the indicator of two, like a soulmate connection, like your divine counterpart. We're coming together here somehow, some way. And I love it because it's the two unicorns, it's not two peacocks. Because the peacocks seem to be like more speaking towards the romantic partnership. I'm not saying that this is not, but I'm saying it broadens the, it can't, that's why I'm saying it's like, it can be a connection with an animal even. That could be a horse entering into your life. For most cancers, probably, generally speaking, not every single panther, every single, I'm starting to lisp a little bit. Every single Cancer, you wouldn't think that that is that hard to say. Every single Cancer is not going to have a relationship with a horse. You know, your soulmate is not going to come in the form of a horse, like your next real soulmate connection. So maybe that's just for like 5%, high percentage, I'd say 5% out of 100, you know. But that, what that love means, like when there's a real connection, like in a dog or in a horse or in a cat, like when someone meets, and maybe this has happened in your life, Cancer, that you have just made that connection with an animal, and you just know that this is your animal, like you have that bond together. And people standing outside of that, not really having that connection, will sort of never really understand, because they think of it as like, it's just a dog, you know. But it's not just a dog. It's a connection. It's a real beautiful connection. So this can be an animal connection. This can be a friendship, a soul tribe friendship. It can be a business partnership. For some, a partnership in science, apparently. Or a romantic partnership. And we have another page there. So you really are turning the energy into something new here now. This is about listening to your heart and following your passion. Just go where you feel passionate right now, and there is the connection. Like there's the beginning. I love how the page, because the page energy is very new. It's a new energy. It's a promise of a new tomorrow sort of type of energy. And we have that twice now, a page of Ariel and page of Gabriel. So very beginning stages of this coming together with this connection. And then we have the heart chakra with the number 4, which is the heart matter. It's you laying a new foundation for yourself. This is you probably coming more and more from your heart rather than your mind or your brain. Just every decision, every interaction, like it just come from the heart, which is a game changer. So the heart chakra, can you clarify that for Cancer, please? Oh. Oh. Here comes the story that I felt. I felt around this card that there's like, okay, so we have like, there's a whole story that's playing out here. There's a story of whatever you've been through before has allowed, that maybe didn't feel like allow from the beginning. It felt like it forced you to lift your spirit, to expand your heart. Like, what doesn't kill you make you stronger type of feeling. So it doesn't really feel like allowing from the beginning, but yet it is an allowing. So I just feel like this is represented here. The Three of Michael is talking about like really being hurt, really being wounded, probably wanting to like run and hide in the beginning, maybe even second guessing everyone, like having a little bit of a guard up, even like whether it's a romantic partnership, even becoming friends with someone, having a little bit of a guard up, saying, I don't know if I fully can trust someone again, or going into business with someone. If you were really screwed over like badly in a business situation, maybe your initial feeling was that you will never do business with another person ever again. You will just start your own business. You will do your own, like you just would do your own thing. You won't blend that with someone else. So initially it feels like, no, I'm not ever going to do that again. And yet here you are, Cancer. If we're going to believe and trust in these cards anyway, the energy is saying you save the best for last. And from the looks of it, it wasn't even just one time. So you probably have been through the ringer. Is that what you're saying? You've been through the ringer a couple of times. So does that mean that you've been let down in romance a couple of times? Maybe it feels like you haven't really found that really beautiful friendship, like to call your own friends, or call it like these are your most like, wow, this is my soul tribe friend type of relationship. Or just a couple of times in business, it just hasn't worked out. It just has gone so south. Or maybe all of them. It just feels like here, you kissed a lot of frogs, metaphorically speaking. On the bottom, it says, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. And I just feel like, okay, so we have all these packages. Do you see them on the floor that you have opened? You've opened them, so you have experienced them, which has allowed you. It's sort of the same thing as saying this has ascended your heart. This has ascended yourself. Like you have understood what it means to come into. You know, we talk a lot about ascension. Okay, that's a whole other like week's story, but we talk a lot about ascension. Like we're ascending away from the third dimension. We're going to go somewhere else. I don't know about you guys, but I have barely figured out this third dimension. And so when I hear about ascension, I understand, and from my guides, I understand from my perspective that we're ascending within the third dimension, that we haven't even begun to live in love in this dimension. By the way, where all the fun is taking place. We're physical. We can freaking smell things. Try that in the fifth dimension. They don't have that there. So for me, when it says it's like you're ascending your heart, it means that you can finally start to live and be and experience what we were supposed to do in this third dimension, which is just have a freaking blast and feel love and feel so excited about life and how far we've come as a species. I know there's some questionable things being done, but if we just do this a little bit, you've done your fair share of opening those packages and understood that, okay, that's not for you, that went south, but you've ascended your heart, you've ascended yourself, you're dressed in green there, and you're now faced with the final gift. It's obviously not a final gift. There's obviously going to be so many other gifts after this, and there's going to be so many new beautiful connections in both friendships and perhaps partnerships in romance and whatever. But you're in for a treat right now. This made you ask for a lot, and maybe for a while there you even thought, no more love for me. But love can come, like I said, in so many. It can come in a quite unarming. Is that what it's called? Like, you just have to surrender. If it comes in a form of a baby, you sort of just have to give up. Like, oh shoot, like I was gonna defend myself for the rest of my life, and here comes this baby, like wide open energy wise and just freaking unconditional. Okay, so that train or ship has sailed. Or it's like, here comes this puppy. Here comes this puppy dog, and like all your armor comes off. All your guardedness just out the window, because like there's no way to run or to hide from that type of love. It's just pure love in a little furry ball. Or if you're like ready, you can attract a beautiful soul tribe friend or a romantic partnership. But there's something here when you're starting now to live in your heart chakra that you're now attracting some really beautiful, exciting new connection. We're going to continue this in the extension and see what else we can find. Perhaps see even what this is in this present, or like just go deeper, see what else Spirit wants to have you understand or know or inspire you with. So if you're interested in that, you're so welcome to the extension. There's 2 ways of getting there, so just read up on it in the description box and see whatever fits you better. If you're not interested in that, then thank you so much for watching. Cancer, I truly appreciate you coming here and watching these videos. If you like what you see, I would really, really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up so that I know that you like this content. Also consider to give it subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me and it really helps the channel a lot. So thank you so much for watching. See some of you guys in the extension. Bye guys.